This is easily one of the most exciting videos I have ever made because today we get to review my kit. For about a year, I've been working behind the scenes with them to create a kit that is finally releasing today, along with 2 other kits that I was not involved with. And I'm really sorry to those other 2 kits, but they're gonna get kind of overshadowed in this video because we have a lot to talk about. So this first video is gonna work just like every other kit review video that I've ever made. These are usually first impressions type reviews where I'll go over all of the items and then kind of talk through how I feel about them. I don't get early access to kits, and I don't even get early access to my kit. So today is the first time that I'm ever gonna play with it. And it's not really a first impressions because I have seen it, like I know everything coming in it, but I've seen it through concept art and screenshots and over screen shares on Zoom, but I haven't personally played with it in my game, and we all know that's different. It's one thing to watch a YouTube video, but it still feels new when you see it for the first time in your own game. So we're gonna look through my kit first, and then afterward we'll go over the other 2 kits that are coming out today. The other 2 are kind of weird. They're a combination of cast and build stuff, and they're inspired by Bella Goth and Don Lothario. So I don't really know what to expect with those, but we will get to all of it in this video. And then tomorrow, my goal is to post a more behind the scenes video on the process of making the kit. I want to go a lot more in depth on how it works, and I've got things like concept art that I can show you. I just have to get approval on that stuff to share it. And obviously I couldn't record it until now because I didn't have the kit until today. They don't even launch for over an hour, but I'm already just sat here staring at my EA app waiting for them to come out. I'm feeling a lot of emotions about this today. Obviously I'm really excited, both for me to get my hands on it, but also for you to see it. And in the same vein, I'm feeling a little bit nervous about people's reactions to it. I think it would be impossible to not feel a little bit nervous with something like this coming out. And honestly, I feel like I could just burst into tears at any moment out of pure joy, but also out of a little bit of fear. This is just such a cool opportunity. I can't even express to you how much it means to me to be invited to do something like this. The Sims has changed my entire life. Obviously because I make Sims YouTube videos for a living, but even like back to when I was a kid, this game has meant so much to me for so long. It got me through so much when I was younger. And so to be involved in the game in this way and like recognized by the Sims in this way, it's just, I cannot even express to you how much it means to me. I might even start crying right now just talking about it. This is so cool. I don't want to get too sappy though because we have a lot to talk about today. Okay, here we go. It's 1 o'clock, so the kits should be out. Sometimes it takes some refreshing for them to actually appear. I'm gonna start looking it up and see if we can find it. Oh my god, it is there. The Sims 4 Comfy Gamer Kit. Okay, that's one. We get the Casanova Cave Kit for Don Lothario, and also the Secret Sanctuary Kit. Okay, they will give me codes for these, but I typically just buy them because the codes take a while to show up. It's kind of funny that I'm buying my own kit though. I'm also gonna use code lilsimsie at checkout because I'll make a 7% commission on the kit for now. What the heck? Promo code, creator code lilsimsie minus 25 cents. I don't think it's supposed to give a discount. I think that's a glitch. Don't tell them. I don't know which one it's discounting, but I will make a 5% commission on the other 2 kits and 7% on my kit until January 30th. So if you want to support me and you're buying these kits, especially if you're buying my kit, you can use my creator code, but also maybe test it and see if it works as a discount. It's not supposed to, at least not on kits, but the creator codes do work as a 5% discount on all of the other packs for the next couple of weeks. It's just an experiment they're doing. I'm not gonna complain though. I will take it. All set, your purchase is complete. Okay, here we go. Oh, the app crashed and it's opening the game on its own. Oh my god, I feel kind of scared. It's like the build up for this has been so long and I've been waiting for this and so excited about it for so long that I can't believe it's actually happening. I just can't wait to see these things in game for real. Well, this was a jump scare. The game looking like this. Every time I've opened it this week, it's been like, oh god. I don't think it's actually finished installing, so that's great. Let me try this again. Restart the game. Oh my god. Welcome to the Sims 4 Comfy Gamer Kit. All right, use the decor in this kit to make your computer area feel homey, relaxing, and completely yours with plants, clutter, and gaming accessories. There are even cubed cubbies for displaying knickknacks and other treasured items that make you happy. And then they said a little Simsie. Who wouldn't want a mini cow plant hanging over their head? This kit has all kinds of callouts to the Sims, including a grilled cheese mini library and an adorable alarm clock. And of course we have these 2 screenshots. I'm in one of them. That's me. That's my Sim self. Why do I feel like I'm gonna start crying? Oh my god. Okay, we also have the Secret Sanctuary Kit and then Don Lothario's Casanova Cave Kit. I'm gonna wait on those. I don't want to look at them yet. I gotta do this one thing at a time. There's too much going on. I'm gonna use my Sim self to test it out too. She deserves to be the one to get to see this. Oh my god, it's cloudy. It can't be cloudy. cloudy and I don't have my mods enabled. I don't want this. I'm gonna do it from Manage Worlds. We need to have nice weather to see these things. Okay, I usually like to start with the styled rooms, and so I'm gonna start there. I feel like it's nice to see the rooms almost as they were intended to be used. Our styled room for this kit is called A Player's Paradise, and this is inspired by the shape of my real life office. It's even like laid out the same way as my real life office. Oh my god, look at this. All of these objects are placed without move objects as well. So this is like the green variant. We've got sort of a blue and pink version in here with my beloved My Sims Kingdom on the wall. And then we've got another blue and pink, but sort of opposite, blue walls and pink decor. This is making me so happy. Okay, I'm gonna delete those. I wanna see them for myself. I can't believe they released 3 kits today. Isn't that ridiculous? You just scroll on and on forever. Okay, Comfy Gamer. I haven't even seen that icon. That's my first time seeing the icon. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, where do we start? Maybe I'll put the big furniture pieces down first, because then we can slot stuff to them. So this is the new desk. I haven't seen the item descriptions either, so this will be new for us too. It's safe to say that most people have owned a desk like this at some point. In fact, who could blame them? Its elegant lines and simplistic design truly tie any office together, assembly not included. We have the cubed cubbies, another hallmark of the perfect gaming setup. Cubbies. They're so versatile and perfect for giving your treasures the attention they deserve. We literally all own these. Every single one of us has had this at some point in their life. A lot of us have them right now. I have them right now. We also have a matching desk chair. This is the Cozy Comforts gaming chair. And then we have this precious pillow poof as well. It's kind of like stacked pillows to make a poof. I'm gonna show you these swatches first because there's a nice mix of simple ones that are just kind of plain, but there's also some fun ones that are like fruit swatches. So we have this watermelon one, there's a lime version. This is kind of like a grapefruit. We've got plain white, plain black, and then we also have these ones that are like cookies. So there's a cookie swatch and then almost like a pancake swatch. The furniture pieces are mostly white with wooden accents because that's kind of what my desk looks like in real life. I have like little shelves and then a wooden desktop on the top of it. So for this, we have some wood tones. There's a few different variants, and then we also have some solid colors. And this is kind of like the color palette of the whole pack. We've got a pastel yellow, there's a light green, a light pink, a little purple color, and a light blue. We also have this one that's a little bit darker. There's a solid white and a solid black. And then on the chair, I love this desk chair. The wood accents I think are so cool. This will be the same, so it's gonna match the desk pretty much perfectly. I really like the green and white one, also the pink and white. We don't have a lot of purple in the game, so I'm excited about that. My blue Suburbans are gonna be thriving with this version. There's also this sort of darker color. There's like a light gray almost, and also a plain white and a plain black. The rug is also kind of a major thing for me. It's really cheap. It's only 60 simoleons. And the idea here was to have something that was kind of simple. It was textured, but it's not like too much of a vibrant pattern. I wanted one that would blend into a lot of different spaces. I did not know that it was gonna be so cheap, and I am really into that. That is super helpful. You can use this in like every starter home ever now, but we've got a pink version. This one has a little bit of a pink accent, but with some white trim. There's like a brown color, a lighter brown. We've got a solid blue, a solid purple. There's kind of a light, simple, creamy color and a plain white. And then we also have a green and a couple different blue swatches. But do you see what I mean by how it's patterned, but it's still kind of neutral? So you can use this in a lot of rooms. Having just a simple cream rug is gonna go so far. I know it seems kind of dumb to be excited about that, but like that'll work in almost any living room. It fits underneath dining tables. This is a really useful rug. We also have this new item that's a pegboard. So these are tileable. They'll fit together. You can use them however you want. You can put as many as you want. They also come in a bunch of different colors. So there's of course plain white, and then we have all those other matching swatches and some different wood variants. I thought these were really interesting for the desk specifically. I like the idea of putting them above the desk and using it for storage, but I think they could be used in a lot of different ways because you could put them in kitchens. They could be like in a fake garage. And then we've got these little different shelves, and you can place these anywhere and kind of tile them how you want. You can also alt place them anywhere, so you can really customize the placement of the shelves, and then you can slot all of the new clutter onto the shelves. So you can make a custom shelf wall. And then even without the pegboard, the shelves are simple and super useful for other spaces too. We don't have a shelf that small really. And of course you can tile them together if you wanted to make a bigger shelf. So they come in plain white, plus like a creamy color and a solid black. We've got a couple of different wood tones, and then we have all of those solid colors from our little color palette. And that's so cool for me to see because that is literally the exact color palette that I gave them. Like, this is the color palette that I asked for, and you can fully see that exactly replicated with the swatches in game, and I just love that so much. I'm gonna talk more about the details around all of that in my video that I'm gonna post tomorrow. Today I just want to see everything. So let's start looking at some of the other clutter. We have a book pile, and these are stackable, kind of like the books that we got from the Book Nook kit. They also come in some kind of plain colors. They sort of match that color palette. There's also plain white and plain black, and of course they fit really nicely into the cube shelf. There's another book clutter item that's called the paused book. She stared into the telescope but didn't quite see what she expected. Instead of a stunning night sky, she found that she was about to be because sometimes your reading is interrupted. I haven't seen that description, but it's an open book, like placed face down on a table, or in this case on the floor. I know that this is a crime for a lot of readers, but I like how it looks messy. It's like a messy, realistic clutter object, and I also like how you can see the cover this way. So we've got a ton of different covers with lots of different Sims references, so you might recognize a lot of these characters. This one has a grilled cheese monster on it, and then there's also some more solid colors like a plain yellow, we've got the plain white, so these will be really easy to use pretty much anywhere. On the topic of books, we also have this grilled cheese bookend set. This was actually originally suggested by them. I didn't come up with this, but they showed me concept art and I was like, wait, that is so Sims. So it's similar to our other book stacks, but it's got grilled cheese holding it up on the end. Really weird, really wacky, but kind of fun. These next two items kind of go together. So this is the My Sticker collection. It's just a clutter item, but it's supposed to look like a little mini sticker printer. Or you know how they have those little mini Polaroid camera printers? And all the different swatches have like different sticker layouts and different My Sims characters on them. There's also some more Sims 4 related ones. You can see a few more here with the void critters on them. This one's got like a gnome and a woohoo symbol and the freezer bunny. So if you look closely at all of these items, you're gonna see a lot of Sims references. Like that was kind of the whole goal that I had with the pack. I knew that it was going to be coming out around the 25th birthday, so I wanted to try and incorporate a bunch of Sims things. Like I wanted this one to be for the Simmers. This camera doesn't have any references in it, but it is a camera. It's called the Simsta camera, and it's a functional camera, so it works like all of the other ones in game. It's just a little bit cuter because it comes in some more fun colors. We'll test that out once my Sim is back in the household. But I like how it's a clutter item that you can use for decor, but your Sim can also use it if they want to. Okay, so this item is the Blast Off alarm clock. Sometimes when your alarm clock goes off, you need your bed to push you out and launch you into the day. While this alarm clock can't provide that exact amount of motivation, it'll at least get every Sim up at the right time. And this is also functional. So it's a real alarm clock. It's not just decorative. It's shaped like a rocket ship, and all the swatches have different little Sims characters inside of them. That one's got the Grim Reaper in it. There's like an alien. This one's kind of supposed to be Bella Goth. There's also a lamp with Sims characters in it. It's like they're being abducted. There's a bunch of little things like the freezer bunny, the cow, there's a llama, there's Bella Goth again. We got this guy, I hate him. We got Tobor, who I despise. This guy was my enemy when I was a child. I don't know, it's really silly. There's a cat version, we've got like a little dog swatch, there's an alien, there's a rainbow, and also just like a star setup. I feel like this will be cute in a lot of kids' rooms. It works for desk clutter. We also have a couple of plants. This is the Luscious Locks mini plant. Maybe they're born with it, maybe it's a plant, but actually don't try to use conditioner, it says. And all of these have different little Sims faces as all the swatches. So we've got Tobor again, my enemy. There's a freezer bunny. We've got like void critters, a couple other My Sims characters. And then there's also a plain white and a plain black. Obviously this thing has feet because it's supposed to be a face, but I think in plain white and plain black, it doesn't look like feet that much. So you could use that kind of anywhere. And it's not that expensive, so it'll work in a lot of smaller houses too. This one's a little bit weirder. This is the Covert Cow plant. This adorable plant is perfect for adding a little greenery to your space without any risk of being eaten by a real cow plant. And it's a hanging plant, but there's a cow plant face inside of it. It's also a wall hanging plant, so you can put it at whatever height you want. A lot of the other hanging plants are stuck on the ceiling, but with this one, you can kind of move it around. It again comes in those same matching swatches. I'm trying to do this in an order where I save my favorite things for last. So let's just talk about a couple other small things that we've added in. This cup is called the But First Boba cup, and it's just supposed to be kind of a cute little drink container. It's kind of like a water bottle. It's got a coaster underneath it, and all the different swatches have lots of cutesy little stickers on them. There's also a plain white version and a plain black. I am obsessed with this cow plant one. Like, I would have that. The green, I would put this in my room in real life. It's also only 15 simoleons, and it's really nice to have cheap clutter like that. I know I keep talking about the prices, but I like to make starter homes, so I'm always thinking about that. We also have a couple of different pencil cup type organizers. So this is the perfect plastic pencil cup. It's a little bit bigger and almost like a little bit nicer than the ones in the base game. And it matches this desk organizer as well. It's got a little freezer bunny cap, it's got a pencil and a little set of scissors. And this thing also has a bunch of different stickers. There's some plain versions that are just plain glass. I like how the black one has the skull freezer bunny, the freezer bony instead, but it's got like a ton of different variations. So hopefully you can find a color that works. I really like this. This is the perfect plastic desk organizer. And if you look closely, the calendar changes to a different swatch with like different characters on every single one of them. There's also some more plain ones that don't have any characters, it's just a calendar. Then we have the terrific tabletop frames, and this is a framed photo. I really wanted to have art in the pack, but I wanted it to be stuff that was clutter focused because we don't have a lot of things like this. There's a couple of framed photos in the base game, but they're smaller and we haven't gotten one in a long time. So this one will slot to shelves or to like your mantle, stuff like that. And there is a bunch of different really fun swatches, like this one with the cat. We've got a little rainbow llama. This is actually one of the outfits from Cottage Living, and that comes in a couple different colors. There's a space cat version. There's like a pretty flower garden and a couple different frame colors. There's a fancy cat with a bow. I asked for a lot of cats in this pack, and there's also a cat holding up a little fishbowl. But I like how much variety there is in these because I think that you could use a few of them and it would work. Like you could mix and match them together. There's also a culinary confections candle, and this is like a big 3-wick candle, and it's got a bunch of different foods on it. You know how they make candles that are like shaped like food and the wax is all fancy? That's what this is meant to be. It comes in plain swatches too, but it's supposed to be like a fancy candle. The kind of candle that I almost wouldn't want to light because you wouldn't want to ruin it. I like the size of this a lot. And again, it's versatile because it's not just funky swatches, like it has some plain ones too. All this talk about the shelves, and I haven't actually put any of the things on the shelf. Maybe I should go through and add some of them up here. I'm gonna move this desk out into the middle of the room so that we can see it a little bit better. But the next thing is the comfy gaming computer, where function meets style and most importantly, comfort. The comfy gaming computer is a high-end PC setup harmoniously equipped with everything you may need to ensure endless hours of comfy gaming sessions. And I am obsessed with this computer. So I really wanted to have a desk mat because we don't have any computers that have mouse pads in the game, which is kind of weird because I think we all have mouse pads, right? At least most of us do. I also wanted it to be a dual monitor setup. I actually use 3 monitors, but that's a little bit unreasonable for The Sims. I think more people, if they're gonna have multiple, will have 2. We included a little microphone sat next to it. If you look around the back, the monitors are like mounted on a single stand, and it's got this really nice shelf on it. It's got like a paper clip and almost like a hair tie tucked away, and there's speakers on top of the shelf. And this comes in a bunch of different swatches. There's a lot of white PCs with various different mouse colors, and you can see the keyboard kind of changes. The keyboard actually lights up as well, so when you're in game, you'll see it moving, which I'll show you when we unpause. So hopefully you're able to fit these in a lot of different rooms. There's one that has a little bit more purple. There's kind of like a plain, more beige color. There's solid white with a rainbow keyboard. There's a black with rainbow keyboard, and also a black with a blue swatch. I think my favorite is the pink. The pink and maybe the green. I like how this keyboard has different keycaps, so maybe I like that one best. But there's a couple of other matching clutter pieces to go with this. We have the ultra sleek computer tower. The free the computer tower movement is upon us. Will you place it on the desk, under the desk, next to the desk, near the desk, by the desk, here, there, anywhere? Well, now you can. And this is not attached to the computer, so you can place this PC tower anywhere you want. It's mostly decorative, but your Sims actually can click on it, so I'll show you that in a minute. We've got a lot of fancy computers in this game, but none of them really have the computer tower. I mean, this one has it like in the back, but that's not really the vibes what we're going for. This one has almost like a really small skinny one underneath. This is a little bit more realistic in scale. If we're trying to recreate my office, I should put it on that side, but this will come in all of those matching colors. It's meant to be super sleek. You can see some different fun swatches with different carvings, and this part around the front of it actually lights up and it moves, so I'll show you that too. It comes in like a plain wood color. It's got solid white with the rainbow. It's got black and a couple of other different wood variants too. So ideally you could use this with other computers also. And then we have a matching controller, the Pixel Perfect controller. Same thing, this one also lights up. You can kind of see the light on it right now, but it'll move and be dynamic in game, and it comes in all those same matching swatches. And there are matching headphones that you can slot onto the desk, and these also light up, and they also come in a lot of fun colors, so hopefully they're versatile enough for you to use outside of just an office. I feel like your Sims could just have these in their bedroom, like you can use them as clutter in a lot of rooms. Maybe the controller could be on your coffee table because you've got a video game console in there. Like, I'm always trying to think of other ways that you can use these items. This is kind of a fun one because this is a keyboard display. Think something like this. A lot of people have extra keyboards. They've got fancy keycaps, like they're kind of special in that sense. And because we were going for gamer room, I wanted people to be able to display an extra keyboard. So we've got all of these fun different swatches, lots of different keycap variants. We only have a couple items left. Next, we have the neon gamer tag sign. And this is kind of supposed to be like a neon name sign, but it doesn't really say anything in particular. It's just in Simlish. It comes in different swatches, but you can also change the light color of it in game. So I'll show you that. And then most importantly, my favorite thing out of the entire kit, this is dumb, is the collection of nostalgic games. A quick glance at any of these covers will instantly bring a rush of precious nostalgic memories. And this is literally a stack of old Sims games. So they've made Simlish versions of a bunch of old Sims game covers. So we've got like The Sims 1, we've got My Sims Kingdom. So if you look closely at these, you might recognize a bunch of these older ones, like The Sims Medieval. We even have The Sims 3, there's My Sims, 12 different Sims covers. And I really loved this concept because your Sims can play The Sims on their computers. And obviously all of us play The Sims on our computers. And I don't know about you, but I have a collection of old Sims CDs. So that was like one of the most important parts of the whole pack to me. And then after we made those, they were like, hey, we've got the art for them, so let's make it into posters. This wasn't originally a part of my plan, but oh my God, I'm so glad they did this. These are the Sims Forever collectible art prints. These rare and collectible art prints are guaranteed to show off your love for some of your favorite games. Pick your favorite cover and display it with pride. So we have a whole bunch of different swatches from all these different older games. So these are the same as the covers on the physical game, but you can see them a little bit bigger and a little bit better this way. This makes me so happy. This one, My Sims Kingdom, was my first ever Sims game. Like, that is the reason we are here today. So my Sims can have a poster of it now. I actually use a lot of the video game posters pretty often in my game too. We have a few from like City Living. There's some movie posters that I use a lot. So these will be nice to have. And I just think it's so fun to have an actual Sims Medieval reference in The Sims 4. So hopefully you like this. Those are all of the items from the kit. I'm gonna go get my Sim now so I can show you a few of the things actually functioning. Just look really closely at the lights on all of these items. Do you see how it's like slowly changing? It's moving around a little bit around the PC. It's very subtle, but the white is like moving around. All of the lighting is dynamic on that stuff. Oh, I'm already sat down reading. That's cool. But you can also click on the PC. You can't do much on it. Like the computer is still the functional computer item, but you can click on the PC and have them play Sims, which I thought was a really fun little detail because I expected it to just be decorative. I thought it wasn't gonna do anything, but you can tell them to play Sims on it. And the computer does everything that a computer would. So you can see when they're actually using it, the Sims stuff or whatever they're using, like the writing will come up on the left monitor and the right monitor is static, but it almost looks like she's got a messaging app open. Perhaps one that many of us gamers use. Okay, let me show you the alarm clock too, because this also works. So you can set an alarm for the room and you can pick a time and you literally can pick any time. You can start in the day, you can do an evening one, you can do early morning ones, you can have it be in the middle of the night. So maybe I'll set the alarm for 10 a.m. I'm gonna have her just go to sleep real quick and we'll wait until 10 a.m. and we'll see what happens. Oh no, the flea market sound overrode it. Okay, set alarm, 11 a.m. We'll wait a little bit longer. Okay, now I'll just wait. No, go back to sleep. Get in bed. I'm gonna have to do it again. Okay, hold on. Oh, it didn't wake her up. Okay, 1 p.m. Let's try again. By the way, this is not my fault. Let's just remind ourselves, I didn't make it. I'm worried that my triple speeding was like causing it to not work. I'm gonna turn it up so we can hear it. Okay, 1 o'clock. Oh, listen! That's cool. She did not wake up. I don't know why. Okay, well, they're adding this into the base game as well. There's gonna be an alarm clock coming in the like free event next month. So we got one too, which is cool, but we got ours first. And then last, I wanted to show you the camera because this will function like all of the other cameras in game. So I can use it to take a photo. And it's like one of the high quality cameras. So you can choose all the different sizes, but that is also fully functional. And that, my friends, is the kit. You can't dislike photography. I hope that you like all of this stuff. Again, I'm gonna make that video tomorrow going in depth on like some concept art and stories behind everything. So we'll talk about that later on. But now I wanna switch over and start looking at the other kits. I guess we'll start in cast. And I'm gonna look at Don Lothario's kit first because that's what I'm least excited about. Scroll all the way down to the Casanova cave set. So there's 5 shirts. We've got a nice new blazer option. I like this. This is fine. There's a cool leather jacket variant, which I could totally see him wearing. A lot of neutrals and like warm tone colors, reds and oranges and browns. We've got this button up that I think he would totally wear. I can absolutely see him in this. I mean, I guess that's the point. I can totally see him in this though. I like the florals. Those are nice. And it tucks in, which is nice. We've also got this tank top. I hate a cutoff shirt like this. It is not for me. I personally would never give my Sims this, but I guess Don Lothario would wear it. Is that sweat? Oh God, there's a sweaty swatch. Oh, I can't believe they made that. That's actually kind of cool. And then we have this more fancy shirt, which after the sweaty swatch is hilarious. It looks like this is supposed to tuck in, but it's not. So that might be a glitch. You can kind of see how it's like pasted onto his pants. Does it work with any of these pants? No. Okay. Well, I'll take a look at them though. So this is the first set of pants. We've got like some fancy jeans. I guess they look like jeans, right? It's almost like a in-between of jeans and dress pants because it comes in jean swatches, but these are a little bit nicer. We have some little athletic shorts. Tell me there's not a sweat swatch. If there is, I don't know if I can handle it. Okay, there's not. Normal athletic shorts. And then these ones are definitely more of a dress pant sort of texture. He's got a nice belt on them. Ooh, and he's got sleepwear. So he's got a nice new robe. All the colors match each other. Oh my God. The Woo swatch. Okay. I can see him wearing it. He also has 2 new shoes. We've got these nice leather shoes. I really like those. I'm gonna probably use those a lot actually. And then we have a new set of sneakers. And these are super nice and simple too. Actually, I think the shoes might be my favorite part of the whole pack. We always need stuff like that. Oh, and there's even bracelets. Let me have him change. So this is the new bracelet from the pack. He's got a watch with like a bracelet stack. We don't get accessories very often either. I'm glad they did that. That's nice to have. He does also have a new pair of sunglasses. Oh, and there's just frames that have no glass in them. And there's a new chain necklace. I don't know why we don't have one of these already. This will be nice to have too. It's honestly rare that we get like a menswear kit. Granted, it's not a lot of menswear. It's only a little bit of menswear. He does have a new styled look. Maybe I should check and see if there's multiple. Oh yeah, there's 4. That in itself is helpful to have because sometimes it's nice to just have an easy styled look to give Sims because sometimes you just gotta fix townies fast. So he's got this more casual one. He's got a slightly fancier outfit as well. We've got an athletic outfit here for him. And then we also have a fancy sleepwear for him. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, I probably wouldn't buy this for those cast items. Like, I'm not really a cast person, so no cast kit is gonna like really do it for me, but it's certainly not bad. It's just fine. Like it does the job. I'm very curious how much stuff we get in build mode. I'm just gonna pretend that Dawn has a cannot connect floors from different levels. Okay, that was weird. I was just gonna say, I'm gonna pretend that Dawn has a basement. Of course, there's a heat wave right now, so everything is like glowing. From my understanding, this is like the basement man cave kit. There's no new wallpaper and no new flooring, but there are a handful of furniture items. So we've got a streamlined leather sofa. And actually having a more modern leather sofa is really nice because we only have the ones from Horse Ranch and like Growing Together that are very traditional, I guess you would say. This is a very fancy modern leather sofa. There's a new square coffee table that's glass, metal, and marble, which is quite cool. There's also some stained versions. Oh, that's fun. One stained version. Okay. I like that. That's very fancy. This is a style magazine. Discover the latest trends in style with a stack of SimQ magazine. I always like more magazines in the game. It's nice to have this sort of thing for coffee tables. And there's quite a few different versions. There's like fitness magazines. There's like a home magazine. This is the Zenith wall unit, a sleek built-in wall cabinet. Oh, does that fit with the TV then? Comes in a lot of nice wood swatches. I quite like the style of it too, with the opening, how you can put shelves in there. I like that it comes in plain white and black. Oh yeah, and you can do a full built-in with the TV. Whoa, look at how big that is. And it's only 3,000? That's cheap compared to the other fancy TVs. Are you kidding me? For context, this one is 3,150. That's fun 7. This new massive one is fun 8. And it's got all of this built-in furniture around it? Wow, and it has plain white and black too. Oh my God. Oh, that's so cool. I want to give this to the Land Grabs. In the Land Grabs new house, wouldn't that just be so awesome for them? And you can really make a media room now, like a really fancy media room in your Sims house. I'm not really a big modern furniture person in this game. Like that's not really for me, but even even I can acknowledge that that looks really cool. That is also very different from anything that we have. We got this Chill Tech Pro mini fridge. So it's just a more modern mini fridge. A lot of the other mini fridges are kind of like rounded. I don't know how to explain it. It just goes to show you, we have actually a lot of mini fridges now, but this one's a little bit more modern and sleek looking. I don't really ever use the mini fridges, so a new mini fridge is not that interesting to me, but I guess it's nice to have a different looking one. There is a new bar, and this bar will match the coffee table and stuff. I quite like that open shelving on the front of it. It's kind of nice, and it has a dirty swatch if you want it, and then it comes in plain white and black. What does the other side look like? Oh, okay, just some like glass storage and stuff. That's nice. I think sometimes the bars look a little bit weird standing alone, like in the middle of a room, but this one's front is good, even without bar stools. We also got a high stakes card table, like an actual card table? Oh my God. Oh, a way more modern and like fancy card table. All the other card tables that we have are like so different. A lot of like rustic versions, very different from the vibes of this. That is the nicest one that we've gotten. It looks like a fancy bistro table and it comes in a lot of nice swatches. I'm gonna use that a lot because sometimes you want to have the card table but it just doesn't really fit in some of your fancier homes, but that one totally fits. They didn't give us any chairs or any bar stools, but I think that's okay because we've got base game ones that will match. There is also this new media cabinet. It's another record player. That's maybe the best item. It also has a dirty swatch. I keep pointing that out, but it's nice to have options. Plain white, plain black. Comes in some nice wood colors too. Turntable Trove media cabinet. Yeah, that's fancy. This is a cool little style set. Oh my God. Tabletop Memories is a set of small gallery photos. Each frame captures your most Simstagram-worthy moments, unforgettable vacations, breathtaking sunsets, and candid laughter. The default swatch is a bunch of pictures of Dawn. Are they all Dawn? Oh my God. We've got more of the Calientes. There's just a bunch of pictures of Dawn. Okay, this one is landscape stuff of the city and of the beach. That's cool. Oh, and that's great because you could use that twice if you wanted to, and it doesn't look like the same item. It being pictures of Dawn is very specific. Like, I'm not gonna need that often, but it's fun. It serves a purpose. A lot of people marry Dawn in their games as well, so that's good. Now you can display photos of him in your house. And we have some other photos of random Sims that aren't my Sims, and I still use those, so I'll probably use those a lot. We also have this designer wall prints item. These are like drinks. Oh, those are cool. There's some fancy maps, a car, a car. Oh, that's gonna cause drama. For the record, I don't think that's a hint. I think that he's just a rich guy. There's also a video game controller thing. You know what? Those are, oh, there's another car. Those are cool. These bar prints to put like in bar community lots, they could be like posters for sales and stuff, almost like a movie poster. That one's just pretty. I like that item. And then we got a jersey. I care a lot less about the jersey. I think we already have a handful of different jersey displays, so I don't feel like I need more. I like how this is like the high school logo and stuff though, so that is cool. I'm not mad about it. Is that the one from Ebonix's kit? Because that's pretty cool. And these are signed, so that's fun also. I don't know, we just have that already. Like I can do without that. I would have rather we had another art print than a jersey, I think. I'm gonna be honest, I probably would not buy this one if I was not a Sims YouTuber. Like, I'll use this and I don't dislike it. It's just not really my personal style. I don't really build modern houses. I'm not a super huge fan of marble and like dark wood colors. I also don't really feel inspired by cast stuff. Like I'm not a big cast kit person at all, and I'm not really a big menswear person. But everybody's different. Everybody has different preferences in the game. So this might become your favorite kit. I am interested that it's a mix. I'm trying to decide if I feel like it's lacking in any way, because obviously them having cast means that we get less build mode stuff. It maybe would have been nice to have an armchair or like some sort of extra chair, because there's only the couch. We don't even have any bar stools or anything. I don't think that we need more bar stools or even more chairs for the table. I think it's doable with base game stuff. Like this base game chair, totally fine. That works. So I don't think that they should have wasted an item on that, but maybe if we had a new wallpaper, like a cool new pendant light or something, that could have been nice. But I'm not like immediately mad about it being a combo kit. I'm more just intrigued. I don't really love the idea of them doing more of them in the future. I think that this is a special circumstance because it's like inspired by a certain townie. And I think it's also special because of the 25th anniversary. If they release this next year, I would think it was weird. But because the 25th birthday is coming up and this is like an iconic townie from multiple Sims games, it does feel right to make something special like this to celebrate him. So I'm okay with it. It's interesting. It feels special for the birthday. I'm a lot more excited about Bella Goth's kit. I think that one's more my vibe. And I also just like Bella Goth better. I don't have a particular fondness for Don Lothario, so he's never gonna inspire me. Bella, though, is an icon. So she has the Secret Sanctuary kit. Same thing, it also has some Cass in it. We have this new dress. Oh my god, the slit in the dress. I saw this when they teased the kit. I didn't realize that it had this slit. I love that. I love the top with the off-the-shoulder sleeves. I'm seeing like a weird visual clipping there, but I don't mind. I can zoom out. It of course comes in classic red, but it's also got some pretty other colors. There's a beige, there's yellow. Oh, the green is nice. Comes in a deep blue, a light blue, white. So it could be a wedding dress. We've got black. And then we also have, oh, the black with the roses. And then a pink with roses. This is elegant. This is pretty. It's nice to have more elegant stuff. It's nice to have stuff to wear to weddings too, because I don't think we have that much, especially in the base game. Like it's just kind of lacking. So this is a nice small addition. We have a new full body fitness outfit. We don't have anything like this either. That is pretty cool. Oh, and there's a shorter version. Oh my god, that's fun. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so it has all of the different swatches have a long and a short version. Oh, except for the red one? You're kidding. The blue comes in different sizes. The red one doesn't though. Okay. We've got this like purple and orange one. There's a light pink. There's black in 2 different swatches. There's an orange and also a white. And then we also have this robe. It's so fancy. Oh my goodness. The way that she has to hold her arms further out because it's so big too. This is kind of amazing. I can totally see her wearing this. I can even see this being used as like a wrap dress in the winter. We get her like some long boots. We wear some leggings with it. I can see it. I can see it. Okay, she also has a few different tops. Let me give her some pants though so that we can really get the full vibe. So, ooh, pencil skirt. Okay, we've got a new pencil skirt. Lots of nice neutral colors plus different black and red swatches. There's a couple stripey swatches. We have these nice new high-waisted pants with a fancy belt in a lot of different colors as well. Of course, there's a black and a red. And then we have these little shorts. And we don't have very many shorts in the game that are high-waisted and long. A lot of the base game shorts are low-waisted and very small. So these are gonna be useful to have. We've got a button-up shirt with like a corset top over it, which is amazing. That feels very trendy too. See that kind of thing a lot right now. We also have, oh my god, amazing jacket. There's a belt. There's like a turtleneck layered underneath it with a cutout. This is nice. I really like this item. Oh, I can totally see her wearing this. That's amazing. We don't have a lot of fun stuff like that either. It's rich. This is like a rich lady's coat. And then she has this little top too that tucks in. Oh, with the pretty gem on it. That is also a rich lady's top. Wow. Look at that. And look at the back of it. I'm gonna take her hair off for a second. Look at the tie on the back. Oh, she has boots. After I just said that about the boots, the pack comes with the boots. It's just a nice heels boot. It's got a really nice zipper on the back and it comes in a million different colors. This is a really nice staple item. A tall boot, small heel, matches everything. And there's also a simple heel too. Oh, I love these. Those are so nice. That one's got green on the bottom. Interesting. There is a bracelet. It's very small. Can I zoom in? Oh, it's just got a little moon. We don't get a lot of simple jewelry. So that'll come in a bunch of different metal swatches, it looks like. We've got different gold variants and silver and stuff. She does also have a necklace, but you can't see it with this shirt, so let me move it. Oh, you can't see it with any of them. Okay, cool. Well, here's the new necklace. It kind of matches the jewel on that one shirt. It's a simple necklace with a really, really large gemstone on it. That black and red is very Bella, so is the gold and red. And then she also has earrings, but you can't see them with this haircut, so I'll change her hair real quick, just so we can see. It's like a flower with a pearl in the middle. Interesting. I love the gold one. I'm very curious to just see about the styled looks because I think that we probably got a handful of them. So we have this new styled look, Milan Muse, in a bunch of different colors. That is exactly what I put together as well. We've got pink, there's the black and gold. I'm so excited to have more nice styled looks like this. Those are beautiful too. We've got like a little activewear styled look, and then last we have this silk slumber styled look. And this one comes with heels. I love that. Okay, I like this cast kit a lot. This one also feels very Bella. It also feels like something I would be more likely to use more often. But again, that just comes down to personal preference. You might feel the opposite. I'm gonna put a basement in their house too, just so we can test it all out. I feel like the bar is really high right now. Trying to make something for Bella Goth. Okay, there's no wallpaper, there's no flooring. My kit doesn't have any either, so I can't judge. Oh my God, wait, stop. Okay, so this is the new door. Secret Sanctuary Door by Cryptic Co. Add an air of mystery to your home with this Secret Sanctuary door. It's a bookcase door, but it's double wide. Comes in some really nice solid colors. We've got plain white, there's cream, a bunch of different wood tones, there's pink and black. Oh my God. I need her to come test this real quick so I can watch it open. Bella, come stand here. Oh my God, that's so cool. We talk about bookcase doors all the time on this channel. For some reason, the Sims community is obsessed with them, and I respect it. That is really interesting. I love that. That's super cool. And it's nice because it's simple, like it'll kind of match other styles and it looks like a piece of furniture. I feel like the other bookcase doors, I have to put cheats on so I can show you. But like, come on, you can tell that's a door. That's so fake looking. There's no dimension to it. It's completely flat. This one looks like a skinny piece of furniture. Same with this one. This one's a little bit better, I feel like, but it's also completely flat. Like you can tell. So this is by far the best bookcase door we've gotten. All right, what all do we have in here? Oh, they gave us matching bookcases. Oh, so you can blend it in. You could do a full wall of built-ins. And it does actually match. Wait, can I put Clutter on that? The tiny Clutter does fit. Oh, that's huge. That's really cool. It's expensive. It's $1,600, but that's cool. We also got a new vanity. This is the classic revival vanity. So it'll function like the other vanity tables in game, I assume. And there's a little chair that matches it. I like that one. This is one of my favorite vanities we've gotten, although it doesn't come in plain white. All of it has an accent color, which I wish they had not done. If you're gonna do this, you need to have it be like white. The legs are white, everything's white. Otherwise you can't use it in as many places. When am I gonna want this wood with the pink? Like I wouldn't have picked that color option. Even like the pink and the gray, why would I want gray? Especially because no other furniture in the game matches this. That's gonna be kind of hard to use, and I have that same problem with a lot of the vanities in game. So we'll see how it fares. It definitely works for Bella Goth, but I don't know. I'm not obsessed. Swatches are causing the problem there. We also got this. This is nice. A chase lounge with the blanket draped over it, and it comes in some beautiful colors. I'll use that a lot. I like how you can kind of put it in the middle of a room too, and you can see the blanket on the back. Yeah, I like this item. That's nice. There is also a fireplace. I don't know if I like the fireplace. I'm trying to decide. It almost looks a little bit fake to me. And obviously it is fake. It's The Sims, but I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe it's just the curves. We also don't have anything like this, so it's not a bad thing. It's nice to have stuff like that. Echoes of Elegance gramophone. Oh my God, we've got another record player. Both of them came with one. Hey, this is kind of cool. I like how it's fancy and how it's small, because you can fit that into a lot of spaces. Like sometimes you just have a weird corner of your Sims house and you want to put something in the corner and you want it to be nice. This is that. It's nice, but it's also functional. Like you can use it to play music in game. I have a hard time putting the radios a lot of the time because they feel very modern. This works. This is good. Vintage Allure jewelry box. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, we don't really have many things like this. We obviously got jewelry and crystal creations, but it moves. It moves. Look. And she's holding a plumb bob. Old Bella Goth spinning with her plumb bob. That's really cool. Wow, this is fun. This is for the Simmers. All the packs today are for the Simmers. This is a frame TV. It's a gilded gaze frame TV. So it's a lot bigger and it has a way thicker frame than the other frame TVs. There's a black cat. Oh my God, look at that too with the pretty ocean view. Ooh. This is one of those things where it looks like a picture, but when you turn it on, it's a TV. Whoa, look at the music. Does Dawn's do that? I just want to see real quick. His looks like this. So they both have an animation, but hers is very fancy. Okay, anyway, we've been getting more frame TVs recently, which I think is really nice because we've got a few different variants now, so they work for different styles of rooms. We also have this gilded looking glass, kind of a fancy skinny mirror. Ooh, it comes in plain gold. Oh, it comes in ugly gold too. We have an arcane aroma tea tray. The tea tray is really interesting to me because that should be functional. Stocked with shadowberry tea. Oh, cool. They've really been making a bunch of drink trays, haven't they? We've gotten loads of them in recent packs and updates. Have a sip. Well, that's fun because there's a little bit of gameplay tied to that. Radiant Mystique. The tea envelops in an aura of mystique, enhancing their charisma and energy, allowing them to socialize effortlessly while staying invigorated longer. Okay, useful, cool. Then the last thing is this Whispering Walls gallery frame. Oh, I'm so glad I saved that for last. I was so excited about this. That is beautiful. The pictures, the family photos, but also like the other swatches aren't all goth related. This is kind of what I was hoping for out of Dawn's. I wish that he had a few more that weren't just pictures of him, because this is nice. It has some nods to her, but it's not only her. Is that the alien abduction over the goth house? Oh, this is amazing. That is maybe my favorite gallery wall we've ever gotten. I'm being so serious. That is beautiful. And it has so many different versions. Like, that's just gonna work so nicely in so many spaces. Wow. Give us more like that. I also wish that when they did this, I would love to have those items separated. This is wishful thinking, but like if they had given us this full gallery wall combined for ease of use, but then also gave me the tiny frame, because then I could put them in other spaces too, I would eat that up. I would love that. I've always thought that about them giving us like combinations of items. I want both. I want the combo and them separated because we don't have a lot of teeny tiny artwork and it could be cheap. So that is nice for starter homes, but I'm not complaining. I still like this a lot. And that covers all of the kits for today. I'm gonna go to the main menu real quick and look at them on the store page. The lilsimsie household. Okay, sorry. Oh wow, they all have the new cover style. It's different now. They're gonna be like that forever. They've changed the whole style of the Sims 4. The logo is different, everything's different. Okay, we'll start here because we just saw this. So the Secret Sanctuary kit has 14 cast items and 12 build items. So that puts us at 26. You compare that to the other packs, this one's got 25, so it's very similar in scale to the other ones. It's just kind of split in half. I thought that I was gonna dislike this more than I do. Like, I think I was worried that it was gonna feel really empty, but I think there's enough stuff and it matches okay enough to other stuff that we have that it's fine. And it still works out. I don't really want to see them do this again though. I don't think I want to see more split kits. Good for an experiment, good for Bella Goth, but I don't want more, I think. And as with any kit, it's hard for me to make a blanket recommendation because you might have a totally different style. Like you might never use any of these items and that's fine. There's no need for you to buy it, but this also might be exactly for you. And you know that better than I do. Compared to the other kits, it's not better or worse. It's right in line with the other ones. So it just comes down to preference. The Casanova Cave kit has 14 cast items and it's got 12 build items. So it's also got 26 total. Same thing, right in line with all the other packs. This one I probably wouldn't buy, but that's me, that's just me. You might like this one better. This is probably a skip kit for me though. Like if I was just playing The Sims and not making content on it, I just don't really get a lot of use out of modern stuff in general. And so it's not really necessary for me to have this kind of thing, but a lot of people do like it. So you might feel the opposite. I know I keep saying that. And then my kit, the Comfy Gamer kit, obviously I have a bias here. We have 30 items in our kit. A lot of them are small, they're clutter items, but it does have a couple pieces of furniture. Compared to the other clutter kits, they also had 30 total. Everyday Clutter has 30, and the bathroom clutter kit has 31. So they technically win, but I don't know. They're so small. The stuff is so small, but it's also right on par with the other similar kits. My hope is that people who are big fans of The Sims will really enjoy this one. I also hope that it's versatile enough. I feel like this stuff can be used for a gaming room. It could be like a regular office, not just a gaming office. It could work for kids' bedrooms, teen spaces, and some of these things can be used outside of just offices. Like the book clutter can kind of go anywhere, the shelves can go anywhere, the candle, the rug, that stuff is pretty useful too. I'm just so excited that it's out. Like I can't believe this exists. It's making me so happy, so hopefully it makes you happy too. Stay tuned for some more content this weekend playing with all of these kits, and I'm also going to be live on my Twitch channel tonight deep diving into the kit. I'm going to get to build with it for the first time today, which I'm pretty excited about. And I feel kind of awkward even bringing this up, but if you're interested in buying this kit, if you use code lilsimsie at checkout on the EA app, you can support me directly that way. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I will earn a commission on the purchase. This video is long enough, so I am gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. Oh my god, I actually can't stop smiling. This is like one of the coolest things that I have ever experienced. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it.